Hello Taurus and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In today's reading we're gonna take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months of January, February and March, pretty much from every aspect of your life, love, relationship and money and career. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. And let's jump into it. First we're gonna start with the animal spirit oracle, which for you is the grasshopper spirit, which is all about taking a leap of faith. This is pretty much the full energy, which is kind of telling you that you need to kind of move into a new direction, start something new, and take that leap of faith into this direction that you've been kind of contemplating. Some of you might be thinking about some kind of a new direction, and the spirits are kind of telling you that this is a great time to take that leap of faith, whatever you're kind of contemplating. But let's take a look at the tarot. In the center of your reading you do have the Two of Wands, which is all about making some kind of a new plans and trying to choose between two things in your life. So when you look at it, he is standing in the top of his castle, which is an indication that he achieved a lot in his life, but in his hand is the world, which is kind of showing that there's way more him to discover. Practically the whole world is in front of him. One rod, the one of the wands is kind of down here, like, you know, bound, and that's kind of showing that all he achieved is kind of holding him back, and the other one is kind of the representing the freedom of all of the new things that he's trying to discover. So what does this really mean? This is pretty much an indication that some of you are making some kind of a new plans in your life and you're contemplating a new path, but you're not 100% sure of this because whatever you achieved in your life is holding you back. You don't want to risk everything you achieved, but you have the grasshopper spirits telling you to take this leap of faith. The other kind of thing that, you know, most of you are in a fork of a road in your life where you need to kind of make a decision which way you want to go, and you're going to know pretty much which way to go. But you know, this can be a choice of between two things. Some of you, just let's take a look at it from a money career perspective. Some of you might be wondering, okay, do I want to take a new opportunity or stay where I am? Or you might have two opportunities to choose from. Some of you might be wondering about, do I want to start my own business or stay where I am right now? Same kind of goes in a relationship perspective. Some of you have to make a choice. Do I want to stay single or be in a relationship? Stay in a relationship or be single? Or some of you might have to choose between two people, and you kind of have this contemplating energy going on. The first card you have here is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is kind of like the energy of stability, long-term stability, and having lots of achieved, having a great financial background, but also from a relationship perspective, it can be an indication of a stable relationship that you have in your life where you can rely on. It's something where you're kind of very loyal to each other. This is kind of like an indication of some kind of a stability that you have in your life that is kind of well represented on this card as well, with the castle. So I think some of you achieved a lot of things in your life, whether it is coming from a relationship perspective or from a financial career perspective. And you have here the Ace of Pentacles, which is telling me that there's some kind of a new opportunity presented to you that have a great chance to provide you with long-term stability, prosperity. Again, this can be a new project, an investment opportunity. It can be a new job, your own business that has a great potential. You just need to kind of go ahead and take that leap of faith and really kind of start working, because you know, if you kind of don't take the opportunity, it's not gonna nothing's gonna get out of it. This is this golden opportunity. From a relationship perspective as well, this can be a new relationship or a new chapter in a relationship, which kind of provides you long-term stability, abundance, and happiness. And you have here also the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very smart. She's very logical, and she is able to kind of see through things and get the clarity that she needs. She's very analytical, and she's focusing on facts and logic. Kind of like I think it's a good combination with the Queen of Pentacles, because both of them are kind of conservative, practical, logical. So it's a great combination from my perspective in a spread. Some of you have two people to choose from, those of you that are contemplating between two people. Maybe you have one of them who's more of a represented by the Queen of Pentacles, the other is with the Queen of Swords, again, it might be two leadership opportunities as well for some of you that you need to kind of choose from, or two leaders are offering you something. So you're kind of getting it. There's this duality in this reading where you need to make some kind of a decision. And guess what? You have another ace, the Ace of Wands, which is kind of like this new spark, this new opportunity where you're kind of very passionate, very excited about. This is kind of more of this entrepreneurial approach versus the Ace of Pentacles, which is more of a conservative approach. So I think some of you are kind of battling this more adventurous or more conservative approach. Like you kind of have that very much in this reading. Practically you have two new beginnings here, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So probably you have to choose between these two. Again, from a relationship perspective, it might be a more stable relationship or something that's more adventurous. And the next we have here is the Four of Wands, right? Like you have a lot of Wands energy. The Four of Wands is the card of stability, harmony, celebration, a new chapter in your life. This is kind of like the 11-11, when a new door is opening to you. This is kind of like this milestone that you achieve in your life when you're celebrating, you're getting together with people. It can be a wedding, a birth of a child, it can be a promotion, it can be a great celebration, something that makes you happy, where these doors are opening for you. So maybe some of you need to make a decision that, okay, do I want to get married or not? But there's this kind of big decision, and just take a leap of faith into this, because you have a lot of great cards in this spread that are kind of supporting that. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that more people get the message that they need. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And I'm always very happy to read what is this contemplation that you're going through. So the next card you have here is the Eight of Pentacles, which is an indication that you're working very hard on something. Pretty much day and night you're putting a lot of effort into something. This might be a project, a new business, job applications, relationship, something that you're really precise. It's an indication that you're very good at what you're doing. You have great attention to detail, and you are able to you're very patient as well, to you're kind of a master of your craft from that perspective. And the beautiful thing of the Eight of Pentacles is that it's an indication that whatever you're putting your efforts into it, you're gonna get great rewards for it. You're gonna get greatly rewarded. You're gonna get the promotion. You're gonna get the return on the investment, whether it is a work-related, business-related, or relationship-related type of investment. And you have here the next card, the Devil, which is kind of telling me that, there's something that's kind of bounding you, that's kind of holding you back. It's kind of like a repeating cycle, some of you that are going through, because, Devil kind of is the shadow energy that's kind of lures you back over and over again. You kind of know that you should kind of free yourself from this. Very interesting for me, the analogy of the rod that's kind of the wand that's bound, and the bound of these two people as well. So some of you are kind of feeling that you don't necessarily have a way out of a situation that you're in, and I think what's holding you back is all the work that you put into something, whether it's a job or relationship or business. Again, the devil has this very dependent feel to it. When you're kind of dependent on something, it can be like, you might feel that the relationship, the work you're in is very toxic, but something is holding you back. Maybe there's good sex, maybe there's good pay, or you have some great people that you work with, and that's kind of holding you back of taking that leap of faith that you should be focusing on this time. Some of you might be kind of suffering with addiction as well, and you need to kind of take a leap of faith into this new direction. But I think that there's definitely something along that line that's holding you back. And the last card you have here is the Six of Wands, which is the card of success, the card of celebration, the card of victory. It is an indication that there's definitely a forward moving progress here with the 1, 2, 4 and 6 of Wands energy, and I think you're going to be able to come out of this situation very victoriously, and with a lot of glory and with a lot of attention. If you're kind of contemplating a business, I think it's going to be very successful. If you're kind of going for a promotion, a new job, you're going to be the one that's going to be chosen. Everybody's going to be focusing on you. And you can kind of see that this celebratory energy of both the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Some of you might be victorious about some kind of addiction as well, or your relationship is going to go into a great direction, or some kind of a new chapter. Some of you may find a new relationship. So there's overall, I think there's a lot of things for you to celebrate. Just try to kind of focus on what is that's holding you back to take that leap of faith into this new direction. And you kind of have here at the bottom of the deck the Hermit mode, which is kind of like rethinking things and seeing things from a new perspective. Maybe you're afraid of seeing things from a new perspective, or some of you might be afraid of being alone, or to kind of rethink things. But I think overall you have a very great spread, because you have signs of a lot of success coming in, some lot of great opportunities. Maybe the decision is not easy to make, but you're gonna be successful. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.